Sculvura agus ida SMI Newcastlewest and Kevin O'Brien.
Kevin, I suppose, look, tell us a little bit about the provincial campaign and semi-final to here to date.
Yeah, we I suppose in the group stages of Munster we actually finished on 3 points. We drew one, won one and lost one, so we kind of squeezed through the group. But since the knockout stages, I suppose it went from strength to strength. We had a preliminary quarter final and so on, and we won the Munster final by 2 points then. 10 points to 1-5. It was kind of a tough battle, really, I suppose, on a grass pitch on a winter's day. And yeah, look, it's been great since then, but it was great to get over the first Munster win for the school, so it was excellent. Yeah.
Look, obviously the break that you had between the provincial final and over Christmas into the semi-final, how did you manage that?
Yeah, I suppose we trained over the Christmas once or twice. That was kind of in advance of the provincial knockout stages, and then the weather and everything, it was there was a few challenges, but like I said, the kind of panel went from strength to strength. We've had great numbers of training, and we actually have 2 teams now playing Limerick colleges, so we've 42 lads and they're all getting a bit of game time, so it is great that way. You know, we're bringing on 42 lads for their clubs and stuff like that, so that's definitely been a major positive, definitely. Yeah.
Boyne Community School trim in the final, I suppose.
Yeah.
Not known as a hotbed of hurling, but how have you been able to have a look at them, or what kind of a team do you think?
To be honest, I suppose we probably haven't. I suppose we've seen their semi-final result. They won after extra time, so obviously a tough battle. They beat a Galway school. Yeah, in terms of that, maybe not one of the top counties, but in all these counties there is really strong pockets of hurling, like, and that's where they're bang in the centre of. So you're talking about the best hurlers in Meath, so you're talking really high level. So listen, we'll prepare as best as we can, prepare our lads as best as they can, but you know, a team that got to an All-Ireland final is there on merit, so look, there'll be nothing taken for granted, nothing easy or nothing on that side of it, so we'll prepare ourselves as best we can.
Schools hurling, schools competitions, always special in any sport, really, I suppose.
Absolutely.
The message trying to get into young fellas' heads as they go out onto what's for some of them will be the biggest day of their hurling careers. Yeah,
it is massive. Like, look, and I benefited from it myself, and you'll see it. You know, even just the bond that the lads have is fantastic, and that's one of the main positives for me. We're bringing 42 lads together from 6 or 7 different clubs, and it's a huge occasion, and they've had great days so far in winning the Munster, and another fantastic day ahead now in an All-Ireland final. Big day for their clubs and their families, so I'm looking forward to it for them. Yeah, absolutely.
Niall Regan and Boyne Community School in Trim.
Niall, I suppose, look, tell us a little bit about the provincial campaign and how you got to this point.
Yeah, so I suppose the lads have shown serious resilience there the last few games. We've had 3 games go to extra time. Up to this point, 2 of them were in the provincial campaign. And then we had a tough Leinster final as well. But the character the lads have shown has been absolutely unreal. They've had their fair share of challenges now, but they've really got through them, yeah.
I suppose, as a coach, do you get a certain satisfaction when you see the guys go to the well that many times and go to extra time that many times and come out the right side of it?
Oh yeah, it's massive. It's absolutely massive. And I suppose we had one thing about the lads, they really set their own standard, you know. They had a massive squad at the start of the year. I think there was 43 on the panel, and they kind of had a meeting and said, look lads, this is the standard we want to set. It's very player led, and they stuck to that all year. So yeah, you get massive satisfaction out of seeing that and seeing them lead the way.
I suppose after Christmas with the snow, and I know it's caused a lot of disruptions with schools, how did you manage that in preparing for the All-Ireland semi-final?
Yeah, I suppose the lads managed it well in terms of training load. We've a lot of lads involved with county as well, so it's always a bit of a juggling act, trying to keep everything together. I think we've 4 on the under-20s and 7 or 8 on the minors, so I suppose, but lads make themselves available. I think that's the whole thing, isn't it?
Sure. I suppose, talking to the opposition manager there a while ago, and he said that, you know, counties like Meath, while they mightn't be frontline hurling counties, there are pockets of really good hurlers in certain parts of these counties. I suppose no different than yourselves. There, you know, you are reliant on those kind of pools of talent from within counties like that, like Meath.
Oh, definitely, and I think we're lucky that we're in definitely, like, very much so in a hurling pocket in Meath. I think we've 6 or 7 feeder clubs and a lot of kind of senior hurling teams and very good hurling culture around the place. Yeah, so we're definitely lucky in that way.
I suppose, look, a Limerick team in a final, it's going to be a tricky tie to negotiate.
Oh, without doubt, and I suppose they're any Limerick team is always going to be good, but like I said, the resilience and determination the lads have shown during the year, you'd have to back them, I think. Just the way they dug out of those games who went to extra time, and as well as that, they played an Astro every game up until the semi-final there, and the last day was on a grass pitch, and the way they dug it out was unreal. So they'll have full confidence in themselves now the next day, hopefully.
finally, I suppose the parting messages, these lads are taking the field ahead of what for some of them will be the biggest game of their lives.
Oh, it's massive, and I think even the lads saying like just getting to an All-Ireland final is such a massive achievement. The school got to an All-Ireland final during COVID that was cancelled, but this will be the first time they actually play in one, so it's a massive achievement for the lads, and to be honest with you, from my point of view, they deserve every bit of it. They've been unreal, and we're so lucky with the group of lads we have on the team, so yeah, massive.
Good afternoon, and you're very welcome to this afternoon's 2025 Masita GAA All-Ireland Post Primary Schools Final. We're here to see who can collect the Michael Cusack Cup. It is the Senior Schools C Hurling Final, a meeting of Boyne Community School in Trim in County Meath against Sculvira Agus Ida from Newcastlewest in Limerick. So Tom Clancy is my name, and thankfully it is a dry afternoon here in Offaly. We're in Banagher in County Offaly for this one, and before we discuss this game, we're going to have a look at the teams, and we're going to start by looking at the Limerick side, that is SMI of Newcastlewest in West Limerick. So both schools are interestingly green and white predominantly, so it is SMI who have changed their colours and will wear a Limerick GA change strip. They're wearing the burgundy colours, as you can see there. So the team starts with Dara Tierney in goals, David Maloney, Odrin Kelleher, Owen Sheehan, the full backline, Liam O'Connor, Patrick Cagney and Sean Long, Gavin Thompson and Captain Dermot Lyons are at midfield, Dermot Mullaney, Sean Lyons, Gavin Dorgan are at 10, 11 and 12. Conor Hawk, Andrew Lyons and Fionn Meehan are the inside forwards. A big following for both schools here, and we can probably just hear it there, the SMI faithful cheering on their youngsters who have come out to the pitch for the first time this afternoon. And we'll now take a look at Boyne Community School in Trim, who, as I say, will stay in their predominantly green, bit of red and a bit of white in their colours. And looking at their side, it is Conor Cummins in goals, Aaron Doherty, Dara McLaughlin and Ed Dundee full backline, Cozy Kerwin, David Regan, Luca Tahini are the half-back. Then Leon Harris, partners Dan Quinn at midfield. Captain is Sean Howley, he's wearing number 10. Cathal Byrne and Joey Christie are the others in the half-forward line. Alex Cole, Shane Jordan are the two corner forwards, and into the team comes Robbie Johnson wearing number 18. Dara Purcell, number 14, moves to the bench for Boyne Community School. So we're just a couple of minutes away. There's, as I said, a dry afternoon here in Banagher in County Offaly, but there is a breeze that is blowing from left to right as you look here on your screen. So we'll see who wins the toss for this one in a moment or two. I think it was as many as 10 buses coming from Trim in County Meath. They missed their opportunity a couple of years ago at this very grade. They got to the final, but unfortunately in 2020 the COVID pandemic meant that the final was not played. So an opportunity for them to, I suppose, go and collect that cup. It's the Michael Cusack Cup. It is a diminutive cup, but a very, very important one for both sets of players who've had a long and indeed storied season so far. Both of them, of course, winning their provincial series. In the case of Trim, they were victors of the North Leinster schools first, and then the Leinster title before progressing to today's decider. In case of Newcastlewest, well, they won the Munster title in Kilmallock, which I suppose it's elsewhere in Limerick, but they won the that, and then the semi-final saw them facing the Ulster side, which was St Patrick's High School in Keady in County Armagh, and a 3-24-1-6 victory brings them to this afternoon's final. For Trim, well, it was a clash with Coláiste Éanda of Galway in the semi-final, and while Newcastlewest had a one-sided victory, it was far from it for Boyne Community School. They needed extra time in a 2-19-2-18 victory, and before that in the Leinster semi-final they went to penalties, so they've had a very, very tough run. They also went to extra time in the North Leinster final and saw off another Meath school in St Patrick's School of Navan. So final huddle just starting to take place there for the men from Trim, and while they may be underdogs in many people's eyes, they're certainly here on merit and have had a very, very healthy run this afternoon. They're, as I say, captained by Sean Howley. He's from the Rathmoylan club, and they have listed 7 different clubs in their starting 15 this afternoon. And in the case of Newcastlewest, they have listed 6, with Newcastlewest GA Club itself the most dominant with 4. So the referee just going through the final instructions for this one, and both captains called there for a photo. So you may see the Limerick GA crest there on the number 9 Dermot Lyons. That's of course, as I said, the change strip for him. And both schools predominantly green. So Newcastlewest waiting on Captain Dermot Lyons to return to the huddle. And a final few words of wisdom. They have been here a long time this season preparing for this one. And the captain will have his final say. Dermot Lyons, his brother Sean, is listed at number 11. So a unique day for them, as we're going to pause momentarily for our Ron Naveen. Yes, there's the green and white to support SMI to our right. I think the loud students of Boyne Community School in Trim are over to our left-hand side. So let's see how these sides line up for this one. It looks as though SMI will be defending the goal to our left. Indeed, that is the case. The breeze, as I said, will favour them in this first half, blowing from left to right. So an opportunity for them perhaps to assert some dominance. And you can see already there that the number 18, Robbie Johnson, goes to midfield for Boyne Community School of Trim. So plenty of tension, plenty of expectation, and this All-Ireland final is underway here in Banagher, and immediately it is the Limerick side through their captain Dermot Lyons who get onto it, and he arrows one into the corner for Conor Hock, and Hock decides to take on his man as he ran out of road he has. And the first wide of the afternoon will be a blot against Conor Hock's name, but showed well for that first possession, but couldn't make too much of it. So a chance to see what can Conor Cummins do with the puck out. He goes long and as high as he can. A couple of players struggling perhaps to see that in the sun, as Lyons gets on a lovely pick there from Dermot Lyons. Rallies through a couple of challenges. The sides, while he's on the floor, he has to hand pass it off. It's Patrick Cagney. Cagney is blocked down, and he sees Kerwin come in for it, but there's a huge scraffle for possession, and immediately a big foul there on Patrick Cagney by his opposite number, David Regan. And Regan, I'd say, it will be lucky to escape punishment in terms of a yellow card. And a high challenge on Cagney around the neck, and can have no complaints even at this early juncture if that indeed is a yellow card. It is. And inside a minute he committed the foul, and inside 80 seconds he gets the first yellow card of the game. The referee says play will go on, so the quickly taken free. Fionn Meehan off the left. Where has he got it? He has landed it. Fionn Meehan expertly gives SMI the advantage. A nicely taken free, gathered by Meehan, and he decides to pop it over the crossbar for the opening score of this afternoon's contest. So Cummins of the Nafina Club in County Meath, he sends the puck out, but it's intercepted, and a chance for the tally to be doubled. It's Meehan again, but he had his confidence after the first one, but on this occasion the second effort is a wayward one. So Cummins, a famous name of course in goalkeeping, and he goes long with this one, asks his forwards to go and win one for him, and it's a scrappy one. Who's going to gather it? And there's a free there. It's Sean Long of St. Kieran's is felled. I think it was Leon Harris from the Trim club, who upended him in a race for possession. And a chance now for Patrick Cagney to try and arrow this free into his forwards. They're moving plenty inside for him as Cagney goes long. It's going to beat everyone. The wind perhaps carrying it a little bit further than he would have liked. So the early going is good for Newcastlewest, but with 3 minutes just about to hit on the clock, only one score to show for that little bit of dominance. But there's a chance for the Trim school, and there's a chance for Leon Harris. Harris on the run. Harris over the bar, straight over the middle, and Leon Harris superbly opens the account for his school. On the run, on the right hand side, didn't really break stride, splits the posts and levels this one up for the first time. So we get to see Dara Tierney's puck out goes beyond the Trim 65, but good work by Newcastlewest not to allow the green of Trim come out, and there's a foul in there, and a big moment of celebration for Luca Tierney as he wins his side a free. And it's the captain, as I said, from Rathmylan, Sean Howley, who will take it. Doesn't take an awful lot of time over because he's going to drop it in. Sends it into an area, and ball spilling and breaks out. It's going to stay in play, so Tierney is going to have to gather. He does well. At the second attempt, he can clear the ball. There's a tussle for possession. And it's well kicked there by Dermot Malani. Had lost his hurley, did well though to win the possession, and a couple of bodies from SMI strewn across the turf, and one of those now gets up is Conor Hawk. Hawk will take on his man, puts it on the hurley, but well marshalled there by Harris. We've seen what Harris can do at the other end, and we can see his defensive work there. Good stuff from the Trim clubman. But eventually the result is a line ball going in favour of the Limerick school. So it's going to be Dermot Lyons who will line this one up. And you feel by the way he's caressing the grass that he's going to want to get a good connection on this and have a shot at the posts. Or will he have a runner that's more inviting? Lyons cuts it dangerously in around. The goalkeeper's going to have to deal with that, and he does. And he's under pressure immediately from Gavin Dorgan. Oh, it goes well though, does Cummins. Eventually, he's one of his defenders clears the ball out, and a chance for Cathal Barron to get on it. He does well, gets his head up, and Barron arrows one in. The ball is going to break in around there. Who's going to win the race for this one? 3-4 yellow helmets going for 2 from either side. But who will gather it in the end? There's a chance now for the captain, Howley, and Howley does well. He's on the end line, puts it across the square. Ball breaks down inside there, and there's a push on the back. It was Odrin Kelleher who just broke the ball down. Perhaps if he had went to catch it, it might have been more sensible, but nevertheless, the decision from the referee goes his way, and Patrick Cagney can just slow it up a second to get everyone back on an even keel, and a chance for them to clear their line. So Cagney from his own 20-metre line has a runner, and again it's that man, Conor Hawk. I'd say it won't be the last time we're going to see him down this corner doing something. Then Conor Hawk from a tricky angle just flashes it across the posts, and a fourth wide now for Skolvura August Ida. Short puck out as Aaron Doherty gets on it. He decides the next best thing is to clear his lines. He does well, all superbly taken by Cathal Barron. He has advantage. Barron gives it off to the captain, and the shot is a wayward one, and we're back for the free. And they haven't heard the whistle inside there. The whistle has gone. This play will not continue. The whistle has gone. Oh, I thought the whistle had gone, but anyway, play will continue down the far end. There's a big chance there, so for Trim, and the ball breaks to the other end, and there's a chance. What's going to happen with it here? It squirms in, and the keeper does well, gathers it under pressure, does Conor Cummins, and brilliantly once again from Cummins, clears his lines. Newcastlewest hungry for work and hungry to turn this ball back over. but no one can get clean possession. A ruck there developing, and the ball is cleared by Luca Tahani, and fighting there is Kerwin. Kerwin is fouled, and we will come back now for the free. Great tempo to this game so far, and a chance for the corner forward to come out. That's Shane Jordan of the Fianna. There's a bit of a hush descends here on St. Ryan's GA Club in Offaly. So lifts and strikes. Where's it going to go? It's going to go short. The wind has held it up. Another great take in the air. Ball recycled back, just spilled there from Howley. What can he do? Escapes a couple of runners, but there's still another one or two after him, and the hook is a good one. Everybody's scrambling for the possession of it here. And a chance you feel for Newcastlewest to clear their lines through Kelleher. Nicely taken in the air by Leon Harris. Again, a scramble for possession, and the line ball goes the way of the Meath School. Line ball is cut quite short, but comes back to Tahani. And again, the number 7 gets on it. The wing back is hooked in his distribution, but it still finds its way inside. Nice little flick there, but Newcastlewest have plenty of numbers back. They've no fewer than 13 players in their half when that play broke, but not enough up the other end, and there's a high challenge there on Aaron Doherty. He looked to get on with it, but the referee is marching in to have a word with Fionn Meehan, and unsurprisingly, if we're going to be consistent in terms of officiating, it will certainly be a yellow card for Meehan, and no hesitation at all. Another high challenge sees him into the book. So another free for Boyne Community School as Howley lifts it and just lets it hang up in the wind there. There's a shot at the posts. Where's that gone? Is it gone over? It certainly has. The posts have been split, and it's the number 12, Joey Christie, who lands this one. Lovely take in the air. Knew there was a block coming. Struck through it and struck through the posts to give his side the lead for the first time this afternoon. First score now in 7 minutes for either side. As there's a chance in there. The referee has given a free. 2 players pulled on the Newcastlewest forward, and it was indeed Fionn Meehan. So gave away a free a moment ago. Gets one back here and has to just replace his helmet as Conor Hawke of Monaghan gets his first chance from a place ball this afternoon. So Hawke lifts and strikes. Where is it? Oh, it's just not turned in enough, and it has gone agonisingly to the right hand side and wide. So disappointing start from Newcastlewest in terms of their shooting efficiency, but time to rectify it yet. Ball again aimed at Cathal Barron, doesn't quite gather it, and play will go on inside to Alex Cole. Cole's effort, it's a dangerous one. It's going to land in around the square. Ball bouncing, falling inside there. Oh, very well done there by Kelleher. Mopped it up. Ball bouncing on an Astro there. AstroTurf in around the goalmouth is always going to be testing, but here come SMI. Gavin Thompson sends it from the 45 to the far 45, and doing well there is Gavin Dorgan. Dorgan shakes off his man off the left. Gavin Dorgan, umpire's having a good long look at it, but the effort has stayed outside the post and to the right, to the left of the post I should say, and wide. So half a dozen wides already as the ball is out with the wing back. He's lost his feet. Has he been turned over? He has. Dermot Lyons is getting onto it. Lyons does well, tried to pick it up, and the referee has given a free out here for, I think it was just a pull off the ball. Pull of a jersey, that is. So while it may be low scoring, we've certainly had a frantic opening few minutes to this one as Ed Dunn clears his lines with the free kick. Again, it's the number 11, Barron, who gets on it. Barron from way out. Barron, where's that going? Could be a square ball. It's not. It's gone all the way over the bar. What a score from Cathal Barron. Beautifully done. He let the ball bounce in front of him, picked it up, and off the right hand side he angles one over. And what a score from the Dundee clubman. Beautiful stuff. As Newcastlewest, a little bit at 6s and 7s, are going to need a score or two just to settle themselves in. They got that opener but have struggled in the interim. So Tierney goes long, one into the far 45. The ball skips up nicely and it's into the defender's hand. He does well to get back to his feet and clears, and it finds Howley. Howley loses his feet but again does well to get a pass off. Newcastlewest trying to scramble in defence the whole time, and the cornerback comes onto it for the first time. David Maloney's touch is not the best one, but no clean possession for anyone. Everyone wants to get a hold of that yellow sliotar. Anyone going to come out with it? Referee happy that the play is continuing to develop, and coming out with it is one of the Trim players. The ball is popped off to Kerwin. This is Kerwin, playing much higher up the pitch than wing back as his number suggests, but ball breaks and the ball has gone out of play. It was knocked by Newcastlewest, and a line ball going to the men from Trim. Busy weekend of finals across the college's grades, all 4 hurling grades to be decided between today and then indeed the final on St. Patrick's Day of the top grade, the Croke Cup. As ball is cut nicely by Howley. There's a fight for possession over there as Liam O'Connor gets on it, and Odrin Kelleher does well, clears his lines. No nonsense hurling. Needs his forwards though to try and win a break or two, and they're unable to do so here as we see Darren McLaughlin getting on it, but he's turned over. Chance for Newcastlewest now. Ball sent across to Gavin Dorgan inside to Hawk. Hawk to the back of the net. Conor Hawk. Well, we knew from the first whistle he was a danger man, and Gavin Dorgan finds Conor Hawk, and he makes no mistake from round about 6 or 7 metres out and gives Newcastlewest the lead once again. Brilliant stuff from Hawk, brilliant stuff from Newcastlewest, and surely now that would be the spark they need to get them into this game. Quarter of the contest gone. Conor Hawk buries to the back of the net, and the chant of "Hockey's on fire, your defence is terrified." Well, I'm sure his classmates have been hoping for a moment like that, and he has delivered. Nothing Conor Cummins could do in the goal about it, as the line ball is a poor one, and on it once again is that number 11, Cathal Barron. Fight for possession, and there's a burgundy Limerick jersey coming up with it again. Look at the numbers, both teams committing to all these rucks. There's a lot of steps in there. His ball is overcarried. It's Dan Quinn who's the guilty party. There's a scramble for the ball, and tensions running high. Might has just spotted at the corner shot there Kevin O'Brien, one of the management team for SMI. The man with the bottle in his hand just there, eager to spur his charges on, as Patrick Cagney diagonal looking for Conor Hawk again, but Hawk is the guilty party on this occasion, so an opportunity for Trim just to reassert themselves. It's a free on their own 20, which Aaron Doherty, another from the Rathmylan club, will take. So primary possession hard to come by, but no less important this afternoon. Ball breaks down. Cagney gonna want to start getting on top in that battle with Cathal Barron. Ball goes inside, but just took his eye off for the second did Gavin Dorgan, and Trim will have to try and gather the possession again. Ball hand pass back. This is better. This is Dorgan off the left. Where's it going? Gavin Dorgan likes it, and Gavin Dorgan, as well as setting up the goal, has now added a point. Mona Gayman from the club just outside Newcastlewest gives them back-to-back scores for the first time this afternoon. So a 2-point lead, the biggest of the match so far. We're feeling that will be hard to change as the ball from Andrew Lyons goes inside. A tussle for possession, and again Conor Hawke is going to win it. And what will he do? He sensibly recycles possession. Now it's going to be a big one from there. Dermot Mullaney, what a score from the sideline. Dermot Mullaney, the umpire didn't even hesitate. It was straight over the black spot, and the number 10 becomes the latest on the score sheet. And now you'd feel the men from Newcastlewest are starting to motor. They certainly needed that goal from Conor Hawke to get them into their gear. The ball is thrown by Dermot Lyons. He doesn't agree, and there's going to be a free on halfway for the green of Trim. So Shane Jordan will test himself here. That wind is a strong one. It's sun in the eyes as well of the goalkeeper, so it's going to be a dangerous one for everyone involved. Ball in. Oh, lovely score. Shane Jordan caught it lovely, and the ball just carried enough to split the posts. And you'd feel after conceding 1-2 without reply that was an important one for so many reasons. And Jordan ends a run of 6 minutes for his side without a score as the puck out goes long and is batted out of play here. You may have seen Niall Regan there, part of the management team of Trim. Ken Quinn and Mark Murray also involved in guiding this side through, as we said already, first through the North Leinster schools, then through the Leinster in total, and then that recent All-Ireland semi-final. So they'll feel their skills sharpened, but SMI will have a thing or two to say about that as the ball is again with Hawke off the stick, diagonally across. There's a fight for possession. Lyons is going to get onto it. That's Dermot Lyons, but just couldn't get his stick under it, and scrambled away by Trim. That's good defending and good burst out there, but the hand pass from Doherty is not a good one, and there's a foul there on Dermot Lyons, and Lyons will happily listen to the referee's whistle because the free is going his way. He of course was pinged for the last one, so the captain wins the free, and Conor Hawke just inches in front of the 65 will look to add to his tally. Lifts, strikes straight through, no doubt about it. Conor Hawke with a goal and a point now as the 21-minute mark just approaches here. These two sides are playing for the Michael Cusack Cup. So a goal by Conor Hawke, the difference so far. Ball down in front of us here at this near stand. There's a lot of steps in there, but Carl Barron does well, finds his number 6, David Regan. Bit of a sliced effort inside, but no less dangerous. Ball in there, and there's just a foul in there. Referee in a good position to call it. Odrin Kelleher was one of those trying to scramble. I think just a bit of a loose hurley may have accidentally caught him on the helmet, and we're just going to come back for the free, taken a bit too quickly. And the tension for parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, and indeed classmates it's very much sensed here up in the stand. And Kevin O'Brien, the manager, looking for Conor Hawke and Gavin Dorgan to go and run for this one, and indeed it is Dorgan who does, and while he can't get her, neither can his opposite man, and he's going to get a line ball, as this time Dorgan will have a go himself after his captain earlier cut one across the square. Goes short. Ball spilling about, but picked up at the second attempt by Thompson. And good defensive work there to deny Newcastlewest a clean strike at the post. And indeed, Thompson on it again. Thompson does well, knocks the ball down the line. Dorgan, big heavy shoulder on him there, and does well, gathers it, gives it to Andrew Lyons, but they've lost the possession. Referee says there's a foul coming and a free out in favour of the Boynesiders. So referee's just going to halt it because of the injury here. It's the number 7, Luca Tahini, who's down. So hopefully nothing too serious for him, just a temporary knock to the leg. As lift and strike does Howley, looking for a runner out to that far side. We haven't seen much of the ball up there, but Newcastlewest again clinically onto the loose ball and carried out well. And here's a chance for Thompson. Thompson hooked in trying to clear his lines. There's 3 if not 4 trim men around him. Does well though, does Thompson. Plays his hurling with St. Kieran's, but would also play football for his native Gerald Griffins. Ball into that corner. Back there is the man who took the free, Sean Howley. Howley does well. Bit of a tussle there off the ball after Howley passed it, but nothing doing. And on we go. Lovely gather again by Barron. He is everywhere in that attack. Does well, flicks it, looks for some runner, sends it inside. Chance for Jordan. Is he pulled back? He's not, says the referee. Jordan just dribbles it across there. And good full back play by Odrin Kelleher. Just scrambled his way across to deny Christie a chance. And can anyone put their paw onto this slitter and burst away from the tacklers? It looks like it's Thompson on it again, and he gets his free out. And there was an opening for Trim, couldn't take full advantage, and eventually concede the free. So it's Patrick Cagney who just pops it down and decides to go quickly. A lot of static men in front of him, but one of those who's far from static this afternoon is Gavin Dorgan. The effort though from Dorgan is blocked, and we're going to have the first 65 of this afternoon's contest. So with that breeze, you'd fancy this one to go the distance. It's a question, I think, of accuracy for Conor Hawke. So, well, he's taking the rules literally, that you must strike the ball from behind the 65, because he's brought it back another 90 centimetres or so. And more or less on the 65 he strikes, and it has tailed to the right and wide. Testing breeze, and they make it 7 wides to none. That'll tell you probably SMI's dominance, but they haven't put it up on the scoreboard just yet. And again, another fine take. This time it's Alex Cole of Trim, sends it inside to the corner, looking for Shane Jordan, and he is limited enough space, but does very well. Sends it back to Barron. Barron takes on his man. Barron, brilliantly hooked by Liam O'Connor, and that was a certain score, you feel, that O'Connor denied. But again, the number 11 is back on it. But back there is Andrew Lyons. He does well. Lyons clears his lines, and back at the other end it's Howley who gets on it. Does well to find a free man in the shape of Dan Quinn. Quinn's effort is going to go to the left, is it? Indeed it does. The ball has just tailed to the left and wide from Dan Quinn's stick. So just a bang on the knee there for Fionn Meehan. Looks in a small bit of pain, but it looks to be only temporary. So the corner forward okay to continue. Tierney plays with the Magpies himself, Newcastlewest. Sends it very long again, but the green jersey starting to get to grips with those puck outs. Who's going to get this slitter as Gavin Thompson gets on it, takes his solo, a little flick into space for Dorgan to run onto. Dorgan off the left under a bit of pressure, but Dorgan likes it, and Dorgan adds to the lead. First score in around about 6 minutes of this contest. And the SMI would love to just step on the gas here with a couple of quick fire scores before the interval and move further ahead. Ball popped lovely to Dermot Lyons. Lyons sends it. Lyons likes it. It's a sorry, I thought the way the goalkeeper was reacting, it was a score, but just tailed the last couple of seconds or so, and 8 wides now registered. It's the latest from midfield. Ball breaking around the middle, and it's a chance for the number 7 to get on it again. And he sends a nice inviting ball into the corner. Picked up now by Alex Cole. We saw him pull a puck out of the air earlier, but can't gather it, and the referee says the ball is thrown. And a chance for Boyne Community School to reply to that Conor Hock, and then Gavin Dorgan points. So the last 2 have gone to the Limerick men. And I tell you, given the strength of the breeze here, Boyne won't be too disappointed if there is only a score in it at the interval, but they will need Shane Jordan to knock this one over first. Going through his routine and just strikes it. It's dangerous. Oh, it breaks in around the square. There's a hint of a square ball, but play will continue. It was defended well by Newcastlewest. The referee doesn't like that challenge, and it's the number 18, Robbie Johnson, who just went to line up his man, didn't get it right, and Johnson is going to have to listen to the referee here and see what the outcome is. I'd say it's going to be a yellow. A reminder, he did start the game despite wearing the number 18. He replaced Dara Purcell, who's on the bench, and the net result is a yellow for the Kilmessan forward. So heavy challenge shipped by the SMI number 7, Sean Long, but thankfully Sean is back to his feet, and Newcastlewest will try and eke out one more score. That was a dangerous free there, landed in the round by Shane Jordan, but batted away well. I think it might have been Owen Sheehan who knocked it away. So anyway, back underway. Patrick Cagney, long effort. Is that coming off a hand? It has, and the ball is swept out for a 65. So another opportunity to have a shot at the posts here. Just coming off the fingertips of Darren McLaughlin, and perhaps sensibly just pulling on the ball, knocking it out for a 65. Second in maybe 3 minutes. And not to be deterred by the last one is Conor Hock. Is going to come out and try and split the post from here. Five trim men inside the defensive area and 2 Newcastlewest men, so Newcastlewest will hope this goes straight over. Is it gone to the right? It has. It is just tailed. So the advantage stays at 4. This competition won last season by Skullpole of Kilfinnan in South Limerick, so the Limerick boys trying to make sure the silverware stays on Shannon's side. But anyway, here we go as Cathal Barron. He's been on so much possession for Trim. He's been outstanding at times so far, but doesn't gather it in this time. Andrew Lyons angles one in to Gavin Dorgan. Dorgan will gather it. Goes the half-time whistle. We are headed for the changing rooms with SMI Sculver Augustida from Newcastlewest and Limerick, leading on a scoreline of 1-5 to 4 points for Boyne Community School. You don't need to go anywhere. Keep the stream live. I'm just going to take a bit of a break, a bit like the players, and we'll be back in around about 10 minutes for the second half of this Post Primary Schools final. Left, where has he got it? He has landed it. Fionn Meehan for the Trim School, and there's a chance for Leon Harris. Harris on the run. Harris over the bar, straight over the middle. Lifts it and just lets it hang up in the wind there. There's a shot at the posts. Where's that gone? Is it gone over? It certainly has. Number 11, Barron, who gets on it. Barron from way out. Barron, where's that going? Could be a square ball. It's not. It's gone all the way over the bar. What a score. Chance for Newcastlewest now. Ball sent across to Gavin Dorgan inside. Dorgan inside to Hawk. Hawk to the back of the net. And pass back. This is better. This is Dorgan off the left. Where's it going? Gavin Dorgan likes it. And Gavin Dorgan, what will he do? He sensibly recycles possession now. It's going to be a big one from there. Dermot Malani. What a score from the sideline. A strong one. It's sun in the eyes as well of the goalkeeper, so it's going to be a dangerous one for everyone involved. Ball in. Oh, lovely score. Lifts, strikes straight through, no doubt about it. Flick into space for Dorgan to run onto. Dorgan off the left under a bit of pressure, but Dorgan likes it, and Dorgan You're very welcome back to Banagher in Offaly for this Masita GA All-Ireland Post-Primary Schools final. We're here to play for the Michael Cusack Cup, and as you can see on our screen there, SMI of Newcastlewest in County Limerick leading at half-time 1-5 to 4 points against Boyne Community School of Trim in County Meath. We're awaiting the referee, Mr. Peter Carroll, a late change. It was originally advertised as Liam Gordon of Offaly, but a Tipperary man takes charge, so we'll have it momentarily. Just trying to scan through the teams. Doesn't look to be any substitutions on either side, but so far the scores, just to quickly run through them, for Boyne Community School it was Leon Harris who opened their account. Captain Sean Howley quickly added another, and then there was points for Cathal Barron and a free for Shane Jordan. For SMI, well, it was Fionn Meehan who got their scoring going. Then Hock, that's Conor Hock, the number 13, he's got 1-1. Gavin Dorgan has notched 2 white flags, and the final score of the half went to number 10, Diarmuid Mullaney. So that's a breakdown of the scores so far. Sides ready to rumble for this second half. Referee must be enjoying his half-time cuppa. So players just doing their best to keep warm and stay focused, as here comes Peter Carroll. Had to get the notebook out very early for a yellow card. A couple of high challenges, one on either side. A couple of yellow cards, perhaps indeed merited. Well, 2 in the case of Trim. Aggressive fouls coming against him. So, card from the Burgess Club. Just waiting for his umpires to get into position. A big following. I just popped my way outside the main stand here at half time just to see the sea of cars that have come from, indeed, down from Meath and up from Limerick to meet here in the middle for this one. Huge amount of cars. There's about 10 buses carrying the students of both these schools, and a great distraction from impending exams for the Leave and Cert students. I'm sure some teachers perhaps not as welcoming of such distractions, but great days for both schools, and one of these will be a most memorable afternoon ahead. So just waiting on the umpires to get into position. Like, we're ready to roll. So a reminder, the breeze playing from left to right as we're underway in this second half. And immediately Newcastlewest trying to seize the initiative and get that score to try and put them into the lead. As a foul on the way out there, and it was Sean Lyons, the number 11, the man who upended one of the Trim defenders. So Trim with 5 men inside that Newcastlewest 20, looking to bomb the ball down on top of it. So it's the captain, Howley, who will strike it. Lifts it, puts it up into that sky. It's going to go very close, very dangerous ball inside. It's going to skip all the way through. Is it staying in? I think it is. It's well captured inside. There's a chance. Is it going to be flashed over the bar? It is. It's the number 5, Cozy Kerwan, who immediately gets them on the score sheet and immediately cuts the gap to a goal. Direct play yields something immediately for Trim. SMI though will have to try and cut out those frees. Ball kicked ahead, race for it. The number 7 is there. It's Tahini, but he can't get her. As Fionn Meehan tries to pick it for Newcastlewest. Ball flicked. Where is it going? It's coming off a foot of Newcastlewest, and it's going to be a defensive sideline ball for Trim. A reminder, it is finish on the day scenario here, so If we are level after 60, we will be going beyond that. The line ball is sent back and then delivered out. As the ball is gathered by Gavin Thompson. Neat and tidy this time from Newcastlewest. Andrew Lyons sends it inside. There's a runner inside. Angled across. Lovely passing Hurling. What a chance. Is it finished? It is! Gavin Dorgan. How about that for play from Newcastlewest? 1, 2, 3, 4 passes. The final pass from Diarmuid Mullaney, and Gavin Dorgan buries to the net. Superb play. Absolutely superb play. And a great finish from the Mona Gay man. Everything to hand. Nobody even had to run with the ball. And a second goal. But back at the other end, Trim looking for a response of their own. Flicked inside. Chance there. Oh, it's a great block. It was Shane Jordan looking to bury one into the net. And Howley gets on it. Howley sends it wide, and a big momentum switch there in the last minute or two. As a goal conceded at one end, and then an opportunity for one taken away at the other end. So Gavin Dorgan's goal opens up a 6-point advantage. Biggest of the match, it nearly goes without saying. Ball coming towards Barron. He set up that chance a moment ago, so he's going to have a big role in this second half. But Diarmuid Lyons is there to just pick his pocket as Fionn Meehan races for it. Meehan gathers well, just sneaks away from his man. Ball sent inside to Hawk. He's involved with the penultimate pass in that move. Hawk onto the stick, bounces it off the turf here. Hawk, free coming for Hawk. Brilliant play. Superb play from Conor Hawk. Wins his free. Took on not only his own man but another one as well, and they could do nothing but foul him. And an opportunity to put further weight onto that goal by knocking over a point as a free just outside the 20-metre line for Hawk. Hawk, what's he done with it? I think it's just hasn't turned in enough. No, it stays outside the posts, and that's double digits now in terms of wides for SMI. They've yet to score from a place ball as well, so something that will keep Trim in the contest if that trend continues. Look at the amount of burgundy, black and gold jerseys, the alternative Limerick strip from last season. SMI wearing it today, and they are absolutely everywhere. There's the captain who sends it in. Tussle for possession. Looks like Conor Hawk is just limping a little, trying to stop the men coming out from a boat. Here's Regan. David Regan sends it in. Good tight defending there by Odrin Kelleher. And Kelleher goes for the ball, and the ball ends out for a line ball, and big roar from the supporters here of SMI. I tell you, if we can see a better goal in hurling this weekend, I'm looking forward to seeing it than the one that Gavin Dorgan finished off there from the centre of the pitch. 4 or 5 passes, 2 hand, and then the final finish applied. Brilliant stuff. But Diarmuid Mullaney is back on it. Mullaney sends it inside 1-on-1 for Hawk. Hawk has to have a runner off the shoulder. Hawk, oh, is it going to go? It's just floated over the bar. Conor Hawk, well, he was limping a few moments ago, and it doesn't matter in this occasion because he gathers the ball and fires it over the bar. There's plenty of numbers there, although there's been a foul committed and a chance for Boyne Community School in Trim. Chance for them to reassert themselves and just refocus. This is definitely not lost. We have 24 minutes of this contest to play, but you do feel a couple of scores are going to be needed fairly soon. Ball is sent into the corner. Where is that going to go? It's going to go across the face of goal and wide. This is a bit of sulphur in the stand here. It looks like there's a substitution coming in. Indeed there is. The number 19, Charlie O'Connor, has come in. He is another of the Trim club players, so he replaces Aaron Doherty. So the first sub of this afternoon, Charlie O'Connor for Aaron Doherty. So back underway, long puck out, and Trim looking to gather that one. Ball just about kept in play. Does well. There's a race for possession, and there's disappointment from Doherty, who's just made his way off ball, sending inside there. Trim looking to gather it, looking to just apply the final touch. Oh, brilliant defending again from Cagney. Shipped a bit of a blow for his troubles, and there's a protest from Kerwin, who he was one of those scrambling for it, but I think the foul was by Shane Jordan, as Patrick Cagney from the Fiona Castleman Club, a club he shares with one Seamus Flanagan. Ball sent long, and referee has given the free to SMI. I think he inadvertently pointed the wrong way. There was a challenge in the air on Andrew Lyons. He was fouled, and the referee points the way of the Trim goal. So a chance for SMI to add another. Chance of Andrew Lyons, or popular, I'm sure, amongst his classmates. They play a bit of everything in SMI in terms of sports, so this will be a huge day for them if they can bring home All-Ireland silverware. Chance for this free, and it's Gavin Dorgan. Lifts and strikes. Has he got it right? He hasn't. It has just remained off target. The goalkeeper kept his eye on it all the way in case it did ricochet off the post, but it didn't turn in enough to even do that. So Cummins goes long with the puck out. SMI would feel the next 5 minutes would be crucial in terms of trying to withstand a bit of an onslaught from Trim. And Trim will certainly know that themselves. They need to try and get a score or two themselves. In fairness to Conor Hawke, looks in a bit of bother when he's running for the ball, but he's still a viable option in terms of delivery. It's Leon Harris, sends it inside, but again, that red helmet of Odrin Kelleher is out. He wins his free. Joey Christie with probably a frustrated challenge. Cagney takes the free, looking for a one-on-one inside with Gavin Dorgan, but just can't get the flight of it right. And Trim will try and clear their lines. Again, great fight for possession and a good block. And the line ball has gone to SMI. Seven-point advantage, given Boyne's difficulty in finding the score sheet. It's looking like a healthy one, but you just can't count your chickens on All-Ireland final day. Ball cut inside by Lyons. Good full-back play there by Darragh McLaughlin. Does very well to pull that out of the sky. Clear his lines. The back on it is Mullaney. Dermot Mullaney's effort just going to be off target. And I make it now. That's a dozen wides from SMI. Most of them from shots, I'd say, maybe 9 or 10 at least from shots from around about that distance. In fact, in a lot of cases. Joey Christie gets on the puck out, sends it in. There's a one-on-one inside. Ball flicked away. Is that going to just go out for a 65? It is. Good defending by David Maloney of Knockaderry. Club just outside the town of Newcastlewest, about 7 or 8 kilometres. And like a lot of the clubs represented on the SMI team, kind of in around the intermediate grade, or a couple of cases junior clubs. So 65. We had 2 in the first half for the Limerick men, but a chance now for the boys in green this afternoon. That's Boyne. Through Shane Jordan. We'll have to ignore the cheers and jeers. That's what you're going to get at school games. Jordan with the 65, lifts it. Has he got it right? He has, and that's badly needed score. Shane Jordan with the 65. And we're back to a 2-goal game, and the clock running beyond the 42 or beyond the 41st minute. So 2/3 of this contest now played, and the difference, those goals, one from Conor Hock and the other from Gavin Dorgan, one in either half. That's on the scoreboard, at least, the difference between these sides. You feel SMI have been the sharper around the middle third, but in fairness to Trim, they've had their moments. And the line ball to be taken by Gavin Thompson. Thompson cuts it lovely into the opposition half as Fionn Meehan tries to get on it, but the Trim man comes away with it, and it's Howley sending it long, sending it direct. Ball breaks. If you could get clean possession, there could be a chance of a goal here. Ball sent inside. Oh, it's just mishandled. Ball has to be knocked out to the side, surely. Trim looking to kick it. Oh, he does well there, does Dara Tierney. There was a chance of a goal, and Tierney sweeps it away as Christie gets on it, sends it back to Leon Harris, and Harris splits the post. That's a couple of quick fire scores to keep Trim interested. Second for Harris as he jogs his way back to midfield. The referee just going in to check something. So here comes Tierney. Still getting the same range in those puckouts. The wind, I don't think, has disappeared here, but a fine long strike of the ball as Diarmuid Lyons looks to pick it up, but can't, as there's a fight for possession as free as one. Cathal Barron, I think it was, who came up with it. He did well there, and this could be a chance for 3 points in a row, which will certainly give further impetus to Trim. They had 3 in a row in the first half, but then were rocked by that Conor Hock goal. Shane Jordan from right in the centre of the pitch. Jordan has got it. Great score. Got that 65 a few moments ago. His third point in all, I believe. So 3 in as many minutes, and you'd feel the next score for Trim will give them even greater hope. 4 points in it. Hand pass back here to Cagney. Cagney does well. Takes his little flick on the stick and sends it inside looking for Dorgan. Line ball though is going in favour of SMI. Bit of panic down there on the sideline. Now they're preparing the bomb squad, to use a phrase from another sport. 2 subs coming in, number 18 and number 20 for SMI. So that's Cathal Kiley. I'll just see who's gone off there, and it's the 15 and the 11. So Fionn Meehan and Sean Lyons are gone off. So in come Cathal Kiley and Conor McMahon. So they're going to get the final quarter of this contest. Line ball, I think, is coming now in favour of Trim. Newcastlewest unable to adequately cut that one away. Just a bit of a boot issue for Diarmuid Lyons. So they're freshening it up in the forwards are the joint managers of Jeremiah Maroney from Tournafulla and Kevin O'Brien of Patrickswell. O'Brien, interestingly, was on the first panel that John Kiley named when he was Limerick manager in 2017. Back underway here as a fine fight for possession. Ball flicks off a knee, and it was Cathal Barron who touched it last, so a line ball coming to those Limerick jerseys of SMI. Gavin Thompson cuts it in nicely, but there's a green jersey there who gets it, and the ball is cleared. say SMI management, just ball coming out far too quickly and far too easily for their liking. Over on that far side is Charlie O'Connor. Does he do well? He does. He gathers and he clears left-sided up the field, and there's a race for possession. The number 5, Cozy Kerwin. Kerwin's hand pass though is well read and intercepted by Sean Long. Long going on a mazy solo run. Passes it off to the number 18, Cathal Kiley. Kiley's effort is a good one. The instant impact from Cathal Kiley, just to stop the bit of a rot that had set in, and just to keep Boyne at a bit of a distance. Fine score from the substitute. Another one from the Mona Gay Club. Good work as well in the build-up by Sean Long. Back across to Andrew Lyons. Lyons as well skips by his man, gives it off to the runner, and that's the number 12, Gavin Dorgan. Dorgan from the 45. Dorgan with the effort. Where's it gone? It's gone between the posts. Gavin Dorgan. And it looks like Sean Howley just shipped a bit of a knock in trying to block there. And hopefully he's okay. Referee in immediately to check on him. Just seeing it here myself. Well, absolutely no malice in it. It was Dorgan firmly fixated on splitting the posts. He did that, and I feel maybe Howley got just a fraction too close and got a bit of a blow for his troubles. So the gap back out to those 2 goals. 4 scores apiece in the second half, but critically, that goal after 32 minutes from Gavin Dorgan means that we have a bit of daylight between the sides. So it's a goal and 3 points now for Dorgan. Puck out goes out to that left wing side to Boyne Community School. Have another trick or two up their sleeve to come back into this one. Ball sent inside. Is a race for possession, which looks to be won by Cathal Kiley, but loses his footing and then loses the ball. Again, a determined bit of defending from Boyne to come away with it, as they're going to clear it through Shane Jordan. Looks for that diagonal ball. Oh, it's well taken in there by Cathal Barron. Barron, is he tripped? Indeed he is. He's not happy, but the referee was trying to let the advantage. It didn't come, and Newcastlewest will be wise to try and line the goal. They're doing that now, as referee is having words with the number 6, Patrick Cagney. I'm not sure should I be promoting cynical play, but if you're an SMI man, you won't object to Cagney halting his man in that manner on this occasion, because Cathal Barron was about to build up a head of steam and surely go for a green flag. So Joey Christie stands over the free, and I have a sneaky feeling he's going to try and rattle the back of the net here. He does. Where's it gone? It's gone in. Joey Christie bounces it down into the AstroTurf, and with 10 minutes to go, there is just a goal between us, these sides. There is life in this game yet. Just sent it low into the turf, and unable to deal with it was Dara Tierney, or indeed 2 or 3 of his teammates. It did ricochet off the goalkeeper, I think, and just trickled into the corner. Well, it's exactly what was needed. If you're coming from me this afternoon, and there's a sub coming in on the Newcastlewest side off the ball there, just the number 17, which is Jack O'Sullivan, another one from St. Kieran's. He's coming in, and he replaces the number 14, Andrew Lyons, who was just, I think, cramping up there, has given so much to his side. So we are back to a 1-score game. Grandstand finish on the cards. Oh, that's well taken by Thompson out of the sky. Ball sent back to Mullaney. He's a runner, and who else but Gavin Dorgan. Oh yes, he likes it. That's how you answer a goal. Gavin Dorgan with another. A goal and 4 now for him. And a perfect response to Christie's goal is Gavin Dorgan to fire a point over at the other end. 4 points between the sides. Trim thought they'd turned the ball over, but there's a foul there. There's too eager perhaps to win possession of it, and so the free will be taken by Cagney. Well, he thought he'd done the right thing by giving away that free because he could have stopped the goal, but then the free, of course, led to a goal. Cagney's free in around the square, going to just stay outside it. Ball batted back down. Dorgan slips, does well though to hand pass it off to Kiley. Cathal Kiley, his effort though not his best one. So it's all going to come boiling down to this as Patrick Cagney gets on it, just flicks the ball away. Oh, well read though by Cathal Barron. And Barron from the sideline. Where's that going? Oh, great score! Great score from the Dundee man. Robbed his marker, put it on the stick, into the hand, and brilliantly splits the post from there. Back to a 1-goal game again. He has been a leading light in this team, there is no doubt. Powerful man, still in his teenage years obviously, but very powerful indeed. There's fight for possession. Thompson gets on it. Thompson is fouled after he passes it, but it's going to find its way to Gavin Dorgan. Dorgan's effort is off target, but we're going to come back for the foul, and that foul was on Gavin Thompson. Did well, pulled it out of the sky. When he hand passed it, he was shoulder to the chest, so no advantage coming for SMI. So they come back for the free, and they'll just see that clock tick on a little bit further. Dorgan placing it and going through his routine. Going to strike this left-sided. What's he done with it? Puts it straight over the bar. Dorgan. So we've got 5.5 minutes or thereabouts left of action, and SMI just trying to keep 2 scores at least between the sides for the duration. How's your nerves? How's the tension? I'm sure there's family from further afield in the 2 areas involved watching, tuning in. There's a flick on the hurley there, and again Cathal Barron looking to make things happen, and again he does because he wins a free. And I'll tell you, he'll be a sore man tonight. He's taken some deal of punishment. He limps away from that one as the free is lined up by Shane Jordan. He wasted no time getting the slitter, wasted no time putting it down, and splits the post. So does the Nafina man. And yet again, that goal from Gavin Dorgan is all that separates the sides. Dara Tierney sends it into the far side of the pitch. A fight for possession that's won by Mullaney. Does well to give it back to Patrick Cagney. Cagney sends it into his forwards. They've lost it in the sun, I think, indeed they have. And the sideline then sees the ball trickle out over it. It's the SMI subs you'll see there. Penny for their thoughts at this juncture. Both schools, in fairness to them, carrying huge numbers to this game in terms of playing personnel. SMI naming 30 as they were allowed, and another 5 or 6 as well of the younger stars listed in the programme too. So really is a squad effort to win this competition. Ball unable to be won by anyone. Is there a green jersey on it? There is, and it's Alex Cole. Sends it inside to Kerwin as well. Kerwin is just stopped in his tracks, has to hand pass it off. Ball outside to Joey Christie. What a score! Joey Christie. Well, They have not given up the fight by any manner of means. And a brilliant score from Christie as a sub is coming in there for Boyne, and it's the number 21, Rory McCarthy, another one from Trim, and he replaces Kerwin, who was wearing 5, involved in that score, but Kerwin's day, it would appear, is over. So by my watch, and indeed by the one on your screens, we have 3 minutes and a handful of seconds left to play. Be interested to see how much stoppage time will be allowed on top of that. SMI would happily have nothing. Trim may need a couple of minutes extra. Ball sent across as they look to get one closer again. Ball inside by Sean Howley. Oh, well taken out of the air there. Very, very good defensive work again by Odrin Kelleher from Khalidi. Clears his lines, but green jersey coming up with it. Who can put their hand on this one? Who will come up with it? There's Gavin Dorgan, does well, sends it off to Gavin Thompson. Thompson gives it to the runner. Mullaney, has he a man inside? Oh, he did the right thing, tried the right thing, but just couldn't pull it off. Ball blocked out for a line ball to SMI. Well, I mentioned they wanted the 2-score buffer. They'd gladly take a 3-point one at this stage, because as we know, so often in hurling and Gaelic games in general, 2-point lead is a most precarious one. A 1-point lead in some people's eyes a better one. Ball sent inside. Here comes the captain, Dermot Lyons. Lyons, what's he doing? Flicks it across inside the square. Pulled, and Lyons just sensibly, I think, just laughs it over the bar. Dermot Lyons, great run, got his reward when the ball bounced back to him. Tentative appeals for a penalty in there, but referee wisely let the play develop, and Dermot Lyons just hacks it over the bar to put that goal between them once more. What do these sides have left in the tank? It's been a long week, I'm sure, with the build-up and all the chit-chat around the schoolyard as the ball is sent in. Oh, it has just gone to the left and wide. The umpires had a good look at it. They didn't agree with the Boyne men that was between the posts, as Dara Tierney looking to hit one more monster pucka. Wants one of his men to get underneath it, but it's a green jersey. They don't get clean possession, but they do have it eventually, and it's Rory McCaffrey who sends it in to Sean Howley, and he cannot match the effort at the other end. Hits the ground in frustration, and another wide just when they didn't need them. Well, there's no time that you need wides, but certainly now was not the time, as SMI looking for one more score, you feel, as the ball comes out to Conor Hawk. Look at the pace of this man. Hawk, does he have it? Runner, he does need it. Conor Hawk, and Conor Hawk off the stick. Could have probably passed, but in fairness, who would begrudge him a score like that on an afternoon where he's been one of the top performers? What a score. Huge moment for him to put 4 between them as we head into stoppage time. How much extra we have is at the discretion now of the Tipperary referee. They're looking happy, they're looking like winners, are SMI. Trim haven't given it up though. There's another runner here. Trim are going to need to go the length of the pitch here now, get a score and quickly try and get another one. SMI, 3 of them around it, 3 of them stopping the ball from coming out. Is their runner sensibly sends it across to Liam O'Connor. O'Connor, is it going to turn? It is! Liam O'Connor! An insurance on top of the insurance score. Oh, look at the spin on it. Sent it out from out to in. And his score puts 5 between them. Trim, you feel probably now need 2 goals. We're a minute over the allocated 60. SMI working like absolute dogs from start to finish. Ball breaking favourably their way, and there's a free out coming. Frustration perhaps for SMI, or sorry, for Boyne Community School. A foul on Sean Long. And I'd say This ball will just be hit as long and as high and as direct as possible by Patrick Cagney. So everyone waiting for the whistle here. Cagney sends it into the opposition half. That's the place for it to be. Oh, lovely take out of the air. Gavin Thompson though fumbles the pass. Trim still working. Look at the determination from them. They haven't given it up. Credit to them. But it looks like they're just going to run out of time here. We're 2 minutes over. And there's the captain. Lines. What's he done from there? He's just sent it wide. And it's just going to trim another few seconds off the clock. The whole of the SMI school are ready to jump over the fence and celebrate with their clubmates, their neighbours, their friends, their classmates, as the ball is with Cahill Kiley, and that is just dropped short. Tail to the right and wide. Chance for one more chance for Trim. They're going to need a miracle from here. Everybody fighting for that ball down there. Who has it? SMI don't want to leave the back door open at all. There's a run there and a foul on Cahill Byrne, and I must tip my hat to him. He's been very, very impressive at centre forward among a number of his teammates. Ball going to be dropped in by Shane Jordan. Jordan's effort, difficult one for a forward to get onto. They're looking for it. Ball is sent to the left and wide. Everybody looking for the final whistle from Limerick anyway, that is. All the youngsters are ready to sprint onto that pitch. Referee though says we will continue to play. Nearly 4 minutes over. There it is, the full-time whistle. And the Masita All-Ireland Colleges Senior C champions for 2025 are Skull Vura Agasida of Newcastlewest in Limerick. They have won out here on a scoreline of 2-13 to a goal and 11 for Boyne Community School in Trim. The flares are out, the flares are going, the teachers are happy, and a very, very memorable afternoon here for SMI and Newcastlewest. We must spare a word for Boyne Community School as well. They have been tremendous competitors. And celebrations will begin in earnest. The flares are being sprinkled about there. So SMI So we're going to have the cup presented here in a moment. But the crucial goals from Conor Hawke in the first half, Gavin Dorgan in the second half. So we'll keep the stream live. We'll be here for the trophy presentation, which is the Micheál Kisog Cup. That will be So, as I said, the stream will stay live. We will get to see and hear from Diarmuid Lyons, the captain, in a couple of moments when he will be presented with the Michael Cusack Cup here in the main stand. But for a few moments, the students of SMI are soaking it up. I've been Tom Clancy. Thanks for tuning in, and do stay tuned to see the cup presentation in a minute or two.
Put on the green jerseys, yeah? Yeah. Now you're properly dressed. Yeah. All the boys down here there. Great. Thanks very much. Thank you. Won't go down. We're limited in space. Andrew. They can come over here a bit. Right, Acarja, if we could have your attention for a few very important moments. On behalf of the All Ireland Post Primary Schools Committee, it is a great honour to be here at a fantastic game today. Could we have a huge round of applause for two very committed and brilliant teams who contested at the All Ireland Michael Cusack C final. Just a few thank yous. Sincere thanks to our sponsors, Masita, who have been involved with us for many years now and hopefully for many years to come. Thanks to Masita for their sponsorship, ongoing and looking forward to continued. Thank you very much. To the referee, Thomas Carroll, who was called in at short notice, and his team of officials for a very efficient job here today. Well done, and thanks very much for your refereeing and officiating. Well done. Gormagweb. to all of the people, the supporters who came here today and added to the occasion. I know it was probably not suiting to a lot of you to have to miss school before a long weekend, but well done to both schools for coming here and creating an atmosphere as befitted, properly befitting for an All-Ireland final. So well done to the supporters and parents for their support here today. To the St. Rina's Hurling Club for providing the facilities. Fantastic venue for the event here today, and there have been a good few matches played here this year, and luckily conditions are very much in our favour. So thanks very much to everybody who worked on behalf of St. Rina's, making sure that the occasion went off well. Garmagwave. To the team, all of the teachers who have been involved, today is the culmination of a long year. 2 teams have reached the final, but there have been many teams involved in the competition from the beginning of the year. So to all of the schools for promoting our games, to all of the staff and all of the coaches who work many hours all outside the classroom, all in their own time, we really appreciate the time and commitment that you devote to promotion of Gaelic games. So sincere thanks to the teachers and staff who were involved with both teams. Really appreciate it. The teams who were involved here today gave an exhibition, contested every ball, which, as you'd expect, fairly and everything in an All-Ireland final. So to Boyne, hard luck today. You gave it your utmost, and up to the very last few minutes, that game could have gone anyway. Very best of luck. Some of you may be leaving school, but the very best of luck in your future with your clubs and your counties. Please stay playing the game, and I know you'll have very many happy memories of your time in Boyne Community College. So well done and best of luck for the future. To Colashramura Gasija, congratulations, fantastic game. Your girls were up here last week, and you've followed in their footsteps. They set the train in motion for you last week. Well done to you today. Fantastic game. Every ball contest from beginning to end. Very high standard of competition, and I wish you all the very, very best of luck as you go on. Maybe some of you are finished with your schools, but I know we will see many of you for a long time to come involved with your clubs and your counties. So sincere congratulations. Very best of luck. Do enjoy the long weekend, and back to the books on Tuesday. And now the important part is, on behalf of All Island Post Primary Schools, to present the cup to Diarmid.
How close?
No, it doesn't matter.
Right.
That one.
Right. Yeah, well done, boys. First of all, I'd like to thank Boyne for the game. Went right down to the end there. It was the toughest game we've had this year by far. Yeah. Well done. Next, I'd like to thank St. Rina's GA for the pitch. It was in top notch after all the games going on during the week. I'd like to thank the officials and the referee, Thomas Carroll. It was a hard-fought game, some hard challenges going in, but kept it fair. So yeah, thanks to officiating. I'd also like to thank Limerick GA and Ballygowan for the sponsors, for the water, the bottles, everything we've needed this week we've gotten. So I'd also like to thank them as well. I'd also hugely like to thank Miss Thompson for everything she's given us this year again. Since she's come in, we've got everything we wanted, and she's bought into it, and look, this is what happens when you buy into it, and everyone pushed on. So thanks, Miss Thompson, for everything. I'd also like to give a huge thank you to Mr. Stokes for organising all the buses today. You were flat out all week. I also want to thank Limerick GA. Sorry, I forgot to say it for the jerseys today. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had any jerseys. So yeah, thanks. Yeah, I know. Now I'd like to thank all the clubs for everything we've got this year, especially Newcastle and Monaghan for giving us the pitch when the backfield wasn't in great nick. So thanks to both clubs. Also, thank you to Regeneron for sponsoring our jerseys this year. They're unreal. What else? And most importantly, thank you to Mr. O'Brien, Mr. Maroney for everything this year. Again, they knew we had a good bunch and they stuck with us all year. We started training last year, 5th year, because they knew we could do something, and now it's after paying off. So on behalf of the whole team, we'd really, really like to thank you for everything. And most importantly, I want to thank all the panel. We've 42, 43 fellas up at training every single day, and some fellas don't get any game, but it pushes everyone on. Today again, the heart they showed there towards the end was unbelievable. Needed every bit of it, so well done boys for the whole year, unreal. I'd also like to thank all the parents for travelling to all the matches, and especially today we've a massive crowd here. It was greatly appreciated, drove everyone on, so thanks for coming and supporting. Thanks everyone for coming. And we've 3 cheers for Boyne. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip.